Have you ever stopped to think just how quickly AI is, well, changing pretty much everything? Your daily digital life, sure, but also the whole global tech landscape.
It really feels like warp speed, doesn't it? Blink and you miss something major.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into some of the really significant shifts happening right now in artificial intelligence.
We've waded through quite a bit of material, haven't we?
We have industry news, stuff on new browser features, the global AI race,
Yeah.
all sorts. And we've tried to pull out the most important nuggets for you.
Yeah, the key takeaways.
Our mission really is to unpack these developments. Things like AI hitting, real world limits, resource constraints.
That's a big one.
And how it's embedding itself into the tools we use every day. Browsers, for example.
Right. Plus the big picture global competition, especially in open source.
So we'll explore all that, try to give you a clear, informed picture of where AI is heading, like right now.
And what's really striking, I think, is how fast the idea of AI is hitting these practical walls. Big companies are facing challenges maybe sooner than they expected.
It definitely seems that way. And Anthropic, they're a perfect example, aren't they? A major player.
Absolutely.
They've just brought in new weekly rate limits for Claude Code, their AI coding tool.
And it's not just general traffic shaping, is it?
No, they're specifically calling out power users, people apparently running it continuously in the background 24/7,
Right.
and also trying to stop things like account sharing, reselling access, that sort of thing.
Makes sense they want to clamp down on that. So why now? What are the actual limits?
Right, so these kick in August 28th, affects all the paid plans, the $20 Pro, the $100 Max, the $200 Max.
Okay.
The old 5-hour limits are still there, but now there's a weekly cap overall and one just for Claude Opus 4, their top model.
Okay. So tiered limits.
Exactly. And interestingly, Max subscribers can actually buy more usage at standard API rates.
Which tells you something about the demand, right?
Yeah,
People are willing to pay more.
definitely. But what I found interesting was Anthropic saying, most users won't notice a difference. They reckon it's less than 5% of subscribers affected.
Less than 5%. Okay.
Yeah.
But what do the actual usage hours look like now?
Yeah, they laid it out. Pro users get maybe 40 to 80 hours of Sonnet 4 per week.
That's the sort of standard model.
Right. The $100 Max plan, that jumps up quite a bit. 140 to 280 hours of Sonnet 4, plus 15 to 35 hours of the Opus 4 model.
Okay. Significant difference. And the top tier.
The $200 Max plan gets 240 to 480 hours of Sonnet 4 and 24 to 40 hours of Opus 4. A big leap again.
So hang on. If you look at those numbers, didn't they initially say the top plan was like 20 times more usage than Pro?
That's the curious part. Yeah, they did. But based on these hour figures, it looks more like maybe 6 times.
Huh. Maybe it's not hours. Maybe it's tokens or compute units or something.
Could be. It's a bit unclear, but it definitely shows how valuing these services is still kind of shifting, It's complex.
Yeah, it's a moving target. So what's driving this? Why the limits?
Well, the bottom line seems pretty clear. Anthropic, like basically everyone else in this space, is very constrained when it comes to computational resources.
Right. The compute bottleneck. We hear that a lot.
Exactly. Companies are just scrambling to get new AI data centers online fast enough.
And it's not just Anthropic feeling the pinch.
Not at all. It's a wider trend. Other coding tools like Cursor, Replit, they're also having to rethink pricing. Same underlying problem.
So resources are finite, even in AI, despite the hype.
Precisely. Anthropic says they're committed to finding other ways to support, long-running use cases down the line.
But for now.
But for now, these limits are essential just to keep the service reliable for everyone else. That's the message.
Okay, so for you listening, what's the real takeaway here?
Well, I think it's that even with this cutting-edge AI, these real-world limits, compute power, cost, they're a huge factor.
Yeah, they're shaping how these tools actually get delivered, how much they cost, who gets to use them heavily. The dream of unlimited AI, it's hitting reality. It really is. Faster than maybe we thought. It forces a rethink of the whole business model.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit. From the constraints behind the AI, let's look at how it's showing up right in front of us.
Into our daily tools.
Exactly. How AI is integrating into our web browsers, making them, well, smarter shopping and productivity tools.
Yeah, this is where it gets really tangible for most people, I think. Moving beyond niche apps into the everyday flow.
Totally. Look at Google Chrome. They're rolling out AI-generated store reviews for shoppers in the US.
Okay, how does that work?
So you're on a store's website, You click an icon near the address bar, and boom, a pop-up appears.
And it tells you.
It gives you an AI summary of the store's reputation, covers things like product quality, shipping speed, pricing, customer service, returns, the important stuff.
Right, a quick glance instead of reading dozens of reviews. Where does the info come from?
It's generated from reviews they get from partners. Names like Bazaar Voice, BizRate Insights, Trustpilot, established players. Got it. So it's synthesizing existing review data.
Yep. Initially just on desktop and only in English for now.
Now, why is Google doing this? Just a nice feature, or is there more to it?
Oh, it's definitely strategic. For one, it's a direct shot at Amazon, right? Amazon uses AI heavily for summaries, recommendations, virtual try-ons.
True. Amazon's been doing that for a while.
And Chrome itself is facing, maybe for the first time in ages, a potential competitive threat.
From?
These new AI-first browsers, like Perplexity's Comet, the browser companies Dia, Opera Neon. There's even talk OpenAI might build one.
Right, the browser war is heating up again, but with an AI twist.
Exactly. And it fits Google's bigger picture, too. They want to be a modern-day shopping platform.
Connecting the dots.
Yeah, they already have AI for finding products, recommendations, virtual try-on, and they're adding more. Price tracking, shopping within their AI search results, even AI agentic checkout.
Their agentic checkout. So the AI handles the buying process.
Potentially, yeah. It's all part of this massive push to weave AI into the entire shopping journey on their platforms.
Interesting. And they're not alone in this browser AI space, are they?
Not at all. Microsoft's pushing hard with Edge in its new Copilot mode.
Right. Copilot in the browser. What does that actually do?
Well, it basically turns Edge into an active AI assistant while you browse. It's still experimental. You have to opt in. Free if you have Copilot access already.
So more than just search. An assistant.
Yeah, think agentic use. That's the buzzword.
Agentic, meaning it does stuff for you.
Precisely. Not just answering questions, but taking action. The new tab page lets you search and chat with Copilot, sure. But it gets more interesting on specific pages.
How? Give me an example.
Okay, say you're looking at a recipe online. You could ask Copilot right there to suggest vegan substitutions.
Oh, nice. Without having to copy the ingredients list over.
Exactly. Or, you know those recipes with the endless life story preamble?
Oh.
Copilot could summarize the recipe itself, skipping all that. It saves the step of having to paste in the content, as one source put it.
Okay, that I could get behind. That's genuinely useful.
Right. And they claim it can go further, handle tasks like booking appointments, making shopping lists from a page, drafting emails based on what you're looking at.
So really acting like an agent, doing the legwork.
Yeah. Plus, it supports voice input, which could be great for accessibility or just, hands-free use.
And what about research? Can it help with that?
Yes, potentially, in a big way. If you give it permission, Copilot can look at all your open tabs.
All of them, okay.
Yeah, think about comparing products across different sites, or researching flights, checking prices on multiple airline pages at once.
Okay, I could see the power there.
Yeah.
But also the privacy implications.
Absolutely, that's the crucial point. Microsoft stresses you have to allow it. There are visual cues, but still.
Still, the idea of turning on something that can view and listen to you while you search.
It could make some people uncomfortable, for sure. It's a new level of integration.
Yeah, definitely something to think about. They also mentioned future stuff, like picking up where you left off.
Yeah, hints of that, making it even more seamless.
So when you pull back and look at both Chrome and Edge, what's the big takeaway?
I think it's that our browsers just aren't passive windows anymore, are they?
No, they're becoming active participants, co-pilots.
Yeah, blurring that line between finding information and doing things with it, it feels like a fundamental shift in how we use the web.
Yeah, it really does. A huge transformation. And that actually leads us nicely into the next big shift, the global picture.
Right. The strategic landscape, the AI race, and specifically the rise of open source models coming out of China.
This is a really important development with some significant geopolitical undercurrents.
Definitely. So Z.AI, they used to be Zhipu. They've just launched GLM 4.5. It's a new open source large language model.
And it's designed specifically for intelligent agent applications.
Right.
That agentic idea again.
Exactly. They call it agent native, meaning things like reasoning, perception, action, they're built into the core.
So it can do more complex autonomous tasks.
That's the idea. Executing multi-step workflows, creating complex data visualizations, managing processes. Pretty advanced stuff.
And how does it stack up performance-wise?
Pretty impressively, it seems. They evaluated it on 12 benchmarks,
Uh-huh.
came in third globally, and first among all domestic Chinese models and all open source models tested.
Wow. Okay. Third globally, first in open source.
Yeah.
That's significant.
It really is. And they've got two versions, a big 355 billion parameter one and a lighter Air version.
Makes it more accessible.
Right. And get this for efficiency. The CEO, Zhang Peng, said it only needs 8 NVIDIA H20 chips to run.
Only 8 for a model that size.
Apparently, making it roughly half the size of a comparable model from DeepSeek, another big Chinese player. That points to serious cost-effectiveness.
Which is a huge advantage in deployment. So this isn't just a one-off, it's part of a bigger push.
Oh, absolutely. China's accelerating its efforts massively. Even OpenAI noted ZAI is winning significant government contracts over there. And some reports say China's developed over 1,500 models like this now.
1,500, wow. That's rapid expansion.
It is. So think about what this means for businesses globally.
More choice.
Exactly. These high-performance LLMs from China are broadening these strategic choices.
Yeah.
They're offering performance that's comparable, sometimes maybe even better than Western models.
Allowing companies to tailor their AI adoption more specifically. Find the right fit, maybe at a better price point.
Precisely. So for you, the listener, this could mean access to really powerful, cost-effective alternatives, especially if you're in a cost-sensitive situation or need something tailored.
Opens up the market. More competition.
There's always a but, isn't there?
The geopolitical angle.
Right. The growing influence of Chinese models in global AI, it brings up big questions, often framed as this AI Cold War.
And the concerns are
The sources mention things you would expect. National security worries, potential IP exposure, access to sensitive data if you use these models, regulatory compliance hurdles.
especially for enterprises adopting non-Western tech, it gets complex.
Very. And the solution being put forward, it really boils down to transparency and trust.
Needing stricter, fairer ways to evaluate these models so everyone knows what they're getting.
Exactly. That seems paramount if these models are going to be integrated widely, especially into critical systems. It's a real balancing act.
Between leveraging the innovation and managing the risks.
So, tying it all together, this global AI rage isn't just tech advancement for its own sake.
No, it's deeply tied to strategic competition. It offers more choices, yes, but also throws up these complex issues around trust, security, international relations in the digital age.
Woo! Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We really have.
We unpacked how AI is bumping up against real-world constraints, like compute power with Anthropic.
How it's embedding itself much deeper into our everyday tools, like browsers, changing shopping and productivity.
Right, Chrome and Edge. And then this intensifying global competition, especially the rise of really powerful open source models from China like Z.AI's GLM 4.5.
Yeah, these are genuinely significant shifts. They're going to shape how we use AI, how it's developed, how we even think about it going forward.
So final thought for you listening as you navigate all this, what does it all mean?
Where is this heading?
Is the future of AI going to be defined more by, say, these constraints and geopolitical lines, or more by the benefits of open innovation and this seamless integration into our lives?
And maybe crucially, what role will transparency and trust play? Which models, which platforms will you ultimately feel comfortable relying on?
Something to think about.